Wait for it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are Stylemart. I'm joined by David Ramirez. My name is Daniel Cabral. We are a mid-sized retail clothing company with a strong physical presence but no digital footprint. Venturing into the online world is not just a step forward, it's a leap into the future. So our project aims to develop a digital marketing department and launch our first 3 campaigns. This initiative will not only broaden our reach, but also adapt us to the evolving market dynamics. To ensure success, we'll utilize several key project management tools, as you'll see going forward. Just to share some of our goals, we want to increase website traffic by 50% within the first 3 months, 25% increase in online sales within 6 months, which is our planned project duration, attain conversion rate of 5% from the marketing campaigns, 500 online purchases a month. That's essentially what that translates to. And then maintain 4 out of 5 stars for customer satisfaction rate online. So as you see here, we have our work breakdown structure. So our WBS essentially divides the entire project into smaller manageable sections or tasks. Each level of the structure breaks down tasks further until reaching the smallest possible task. It clarifies the project scope, ensures no tasks are overlooked, and facilitates better resource allocation and time management. As you can see, we have digital marketing project up top, which our project deliverables included in that. So the creation of the campaigns as well as the department overall. Then below we have our summary tasks, which include our project initiation, planning, execution, and closeout, with execution probably being our most dense summary task. Now, we do have our network diagram listed. So with our network diagram, it basically visually maps out the sequence of project activities, showing the dependencies in the critical path. It helps identify the most efficient path to project completion, allowing us to manage the dependencies and anticipate potential delays. We'll go into the dependencies a little bit further within the extension of this slide. Next slide. Please note that the critical path is indicated by the color orange. Also, the design marketing campaign and train new hires, these are parallel activities that are going to be happening at the same time. The 2 circles in black, additional research and setup tools, are going to indicate the 2 tasks that are not on the critical path. This is just a great visual flow of our project. Now, to move on, this is the extension I was referring to. We have the activities listed below, the work packages, and then for viewing convenience, the additional research and setup tools are the 2 activities at the bottom that are going to indicate the activities not on the critical path, as you can see with the slack of 17 for each. If you just added up the duration column and days, we think originally that it would give us, or initially that it would give us an accurate duration of our project, but in reality, that number adds up to 115. If you take into account the dependencies between activities, as noted by our diagram, and go to transition operations, which is the last activity within our network diagram, if you go all the way to the right to where it says latest finish, it says 102. So as you can see, these dependencies definitely make a difference in the end. Now, we do have our project schedule. It provides a clear visual of the project timeline, helping to track progress, manage time effectively, and ensure timely completion of tasks. We utilize this program known as Gantt project. It's incredibly efficient in giving us a great visual flow of our project once again, but also take into account the dependencies between activities and even things such as holidays and weekends. So notice on the left, for viewing convenience, we have our summary tasks 1.0, 2.0, 3, and 4, so that the project initiation, planning, and so on, the beginning and end dates for each duration and predecessors. So notice at the very end, we're at 512. So in the end, we had to adjust our schedule in order to take into account all the factors that this program gave us, which included holidays and weekends.
This chart allocates resources, human, financial, material to specific tasks and tracks their usage throughout the project. As you can see, our project research chart clearly displays our organized resource allocation with nothing overlapping in a way that would overwork or underutilize any resources. A time phase budget outlines the project budget over time, specifying which funds will be allocated and spent and for what work packages. It allows for effective financial planning and monitoring, ensuring that the project stays within budget and funds are available when needed. Within our time phase budget, it's important to note that our durations add up to 115 days total. Though this particular tool does not necessarily take into account the intricate dependencies between activities, are additional factors affecting the duration. Also note that the total budget is standing at $290,000 based off this time phase budget, with an additional $10,000 left for unexpected expenditures, so a grand total of 300,000 over the life of the project. This chart plots cumulative budget expenditure over time, showing plan versus actual spending. It helps track financial performance, identify variance early, and make necessary adjustments to keep the project on track. Please note the spike in our cumulative budget within the month of February essentially represents the execution phase, where most of our money will be spent. And this is also the second largest spike on the chart, and it is in relation to the planning phase. This document captures insights and learnings from the project, including what worked well and what didn't. It provides valuable information for future projects, helping to replicate successes and avoid past mistakes. Now, it must be noted that for our project, our main takeaways were that if one utilizes efficient resource allocation and budget planning, the entirety of the project will run smoother with less hiccups. Also, we implemented effective communication strategies. We were able to have successful collaboration with stakeholders with little to no intervention thus far. Lastly, by formulating an appropriate scope of the given resources and budget, any issues with scheduling and workload are improbable, making this an incredibly realistic and achievable project, creating long-lasting success for our company. In conclusion, our journey into the digital realm marks a pivotal moment for our company. By establishing a digital marketing department and launching our first 3 campaigns, we are not expanding our market reach, but also future-proofing our business. The strategic use of project management tools, such as the work breakdown structure, network diagram, Gantt chart, project research chart, time phase budget, cumulative budget baseline chart, and lessons learned document, will ensure we stay on course, manage our resources effectively, and learn from every step of this process. This comprehensive approach will not only guide us to successful project completion, but also lay a strong foundation for future digital initiatives. Together, we are embracing change, driving innovation, and setting the stage for sustained growth in the digital age. Thank you for your attention, and let's look forward to a bright and connected future for our company.